I always think personally that the goal initially is not revenue. The goal initially is to get in the hands of people, get them to play around with it, find the bugs, find the problems, and you figure out your playbooks as you're doing that and then grow from there. And I think also that it is hard from a revenue perspective because everyone wants to say, oh, I want to be selling $500,000 deals right off the bat. But and I know that companies need that revenue to sustain their growth and things like that and probably satisfy some of their investors' expectations and things like that. But
And every investor says, go sell more. So, and I do think it is one of the, maybe not myths, but maybe the worst understood advice in tech. Go
totally.
sell more. It is both true and false. Because
Yeah.
I think what you were saying is the revenue isn't as important as what you learn from that revenue. I don't care if it's 12 grand or like 10 customers at $100 a month is going to be meaningless in 5 years.
Yeah.
But having 10 customers now enables you to learn enough to get to that $1 million mark in a year or two. And
I totally agree with that. And that's just my experience, and particularly with a lot of startups, right? A lot of startups that I worked for before doing this, we weren't selling multi-million dollar deals day one. They were doing 25,
no,
$35,000 deals at trying to sell an enterprise solution. So you have to get that learning down first. And then you really got to streamline your operations because once you tackle a big enterprise customer, you got to
mm,
have your ducks in a row to be able to be successful. Otherwise, you are putting out fires every single day and your organization is running around with people with their hair on fire every day.
yeah.
So you got to move, you
Uh,
have to be careful with that.
I want to double click on this because how do you think about your MV? I like to think about pricing in terms of I want to be charging something for the software right away. Nobody gets to use it for free unless they're just like it's a proof of concept. Just make sure the software actually works. And so maybe the first 5 people get to try it for free, but everybody's got to pay for it
Mhm.
eventually. And eventually being like the first month. I talked to a lot of startups that are like, oh, I want to sell this for 25, 30, 50 grand, which is great. But if you don't have 10 customers yet, it's very challenging to get to ask for 35, 40, 50, 100 grand from a company and have the believability behind you. I'm a bigger fan of let's start with a 5% of what the product's going to be worth and then milestone it out from there.